These eerie 13th century ruins are from Dunluce Castle. They stand watch over one of Ireland's most impressive golfing venues, Royal Portrush, the Dunluce Links. Only one club in Northern Ireland can lay claim to hosting a British Open, Royal Portrush. The Open was held here in 1951. It was a memorable event. The extrovert Englishman Max Faulkner won the title, and it's still proudly celebrated to this day. Royal Portrush is a dramatic venue for golf and is arguably one of the toughest courses ever to have hosted the Open. The scenery is striking. That rock formation, which breaks up the surf offshore, is called the Skerrigs. On the 5th, the tee shot is dramatically downhill. Hit and watch your ball suspend itself against the ocean. The green is high above the beach, and while the golfers have to contend with the ocean winds, there's a more serious problem for the club itself, which is battling Mother Nature to keep the green from sliding into the sea. The course heads inland on the 6th, but gets no less challenging, so you'll need sustenance. And if the Union Jack is flying behind the 7th and 9th greens, one of golf's greatest halfway houses is open for business. This is the 9th bar, a bit of a misnomer since it sits next to the 10th tee. But there's nothing confusing about the grandeur of this halfway house. Gas lamps set the mood, and the best Irish whiskies are available to strengthen you for the back nine, or indeed, ease the pain if you haven't been playing well on the front nine.
Our members come around on a Saturday afternoon, and if the rain starts to come on too heavy, many round ends here. They would leave their clubs here, the guys would take it in the club van, they would land in maybe half an hour later. A little bit worse for wear.
Strength is required at the 14th. Its name, Calamity Corner, is justifiably foreboding. This gigantic par 3 is over 200 yards long and skirts the edge of a precipice from tee to green. Any shot short and right is headed for disaster. Only luck and perhaps a good deal of editing saved this score. The best players often miss left intentionally in order to play their next out of what is described as Bobby Locke's Hollow. The great South African champion hit it here in all 4 rounds in the 1951 Open, and he made par each time. The 15th hole here is called Purgatory. Here the trouble is left of the fairway. After a back nine of calamity and purgatory, refreshments will again be needed at the clubhouse. And there's one locker worth visiting, the Doctor's Locker. It belongs to one Sam Moore. The good doctor dispenses a concoction of black bush whiskey and Drambuie. Now that's a medicine that's well worth taking.
Sam Moore still has his locker in the clubhouse, yes. They call it the doctor's locker because when you go in there, he's got a big 1.5 litre bottle of, it's whiskey and Drambuie, but it's slightly more Drambuie than whiskey, and it calls them rusty nails. And it's actually on a drip, on an optic. He's got the little medicine things that you get in the hospitals. Everybody that comes in goes to Sam's locker, and you get a little measure.
After some well-earned imbibing, you'll be ready for more golf. One of Ireland's great secrets is the Valley course at Royal Portrush. The Valley is considered by many one of the top 5 courses in Northern Ireland, yet it is rarely played by visitors. The green fee is almost nothing when played in conjunction with the more famous Dunluce course. Rounds are affordable and very enjoyable.